Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Surah al-Fatiha, and every green circle shows a part of this surah that you can now read after having gone through lesson 1 through 8 of Straight Path Academy Arabic Volume 1, Reading Arabic Letters. So let's analyze a few of these together. So let's begin with this letter and haraka. First, we identify the letter. Which letter has a wave-like shape but no dot? That would be the letter ha, which has a sharp H sound. So we'll write a capital H for the sharp ha. And next we'll identify the haraka. A line above is a fatha. So we write an A for the fatha. So this letter in haraka would be pronounced like ha. And this is the ha sound from alhamdulillah. Next, let's try this letter here. As for the letter, we see a U shape with a dot underneath, which means this is the letter ba. So we'll write a B for the letter ba. And then we see two symbols, one above the ba and one beneath the ba. Now we know this W shape represents the shadda, meaning this is going to be a double letter, the first having a sukoon. So we'll write another B to make it a double letter. The first has a sukoon, meaning there's no vowel sound coming after it, but the second letter takes whatever haraka is written. So the haraka we see is a line beneath, which means it's a kesra. So we write an I for the kesra. Now you may recall that when we learned the shadda, we learned that sometimes the kesra will be written like this. If a line is written beneath the shadda, even if it's above the letter itself, it's still a kesra. So whether it's written like this or this, as long as the line is beneath the shadda, it's a kesra. Whereas as we can see here, if it's written above the shadda, then it's a fatha. So pronouncing this letter along with the symbols, it would be pronounced like a strong B. And this is the B sound in Rabbil Alameen. Let's try these two letters in a row as we learn both of them. First, we'll identify the letter, which is that W shape with no dots. That would be the letter Seen. So we'll write an S for the Seen. Next, we look for the haraka, and what we find is this above the Seen, which is a sukoon. And the sukoon means that there is no haraka. So we're not going to write any vowel after the S. If we go to the next letter, which has this shape in the middle of a connection with two dots above, that would be the letter ta. So we're going to write a T for the letter ta, and then we need to identify the haraka. A line above is a fatha. So we're going to write an A for the fatha. So together, these two letters and their symbols would be pronounced sta. And this is the sta sound in nasta'een. Let's try this one here. First, we identify the letter, which has that snail-like shape with no dot. That would be the letter Sod, which is a heavy S. So we're going to write an S with a dot underneath. And next, we identify the haraka. We see two symbols, one above and one beneath. This W shape is, of course, the shadda, meaning there is a double Sod. So we're going to write the second Sod. The first one has a sukoon, so there's no vowel sound coming after it. And the second one is going to take whatever haraka is written. And since this is a line written beneath the shadda, we know that it is a kesra. So we're going to write an I for the kesra. So if we were to read this, it would be si. And this is from the word as-sirat. And let's do one more together. Let's try this letter here. So this letter is a snail-like shape with a dot above. So that is the letter Lod. So we write a D with a dot underneath, signifying it's a heavy D. Next we go to the haraka. A loop shape written above a letter is a dhamma. So we're going to write a U for the dhamma. So this would be pronounced du, du. And this is from the word al-maghdub. So jazakumullahu khairan, there's actually many other letters that we could go through together that we've learned just by studying up to lesson 8 in Straight Path Academy Arabic Volume 1. So keep up the great work, and inshallah, as you go through the lessons, we'll be able to read more and more and more letters from this page until we can read the entire page in Arabic. May Allah make it easy for us. Jazakumullahu khairan. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.